First, I'm from the interview.
Interview? Yeah.
Okay. Tell me a little bit how Mythra started there by the 17th century, because the name Mythra.
Yes, yeah. We got together as a band in '97, and we were just still coming out of school then, and we were influenced by the first wave of heavy metal bands like Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, and Black Sabbath particularly, and then a couple of years after the Judas Priest as well. They were the kind of early 1970s bands, and we were influenced by them. But Mythra were also influenced by the punk rock movement, which was happening in the United Kingdom at the same time in the middle 1970s. So we recorded our first single in 1979 in the UK called Death and Destiny, and people still listen to that track now, and they still like it. It's very popular. The name Mythra, it's kind of it's a spiritual name, and it has religious kind of overtones. Mythra is actually the Mithraic religion was a lot around and particularly strong at the same time as Christianity emerged in the world. About 2,000 years ago, there was a Mithraic religion which was very similar to Christianity at that time. So we took that name, and we spell ours with Y. But we took the name from Mythra, which is with an I, M-I-T-H-R-A, but we changed it to a Y just to make ourselves distinct. So that's yours.
What do you remember from that time when the new wave of British heavy metal was booming?
Yeah, it was a fantastic time. The first band to put out a new wave of British heavy metal single was probably Iron Maiden, the Soundhouse tapes by Iron Maiden.
I didn't know there was a place.
Similarly, the band Def Leppard were also one of the first to put out which at that time was regarded as being a new wave of British heavy metal single. And we were also part of that era. 1979 was the kind of the first year, the major year when new wave of British heavy metal emerged. Some people would go back to 1977 because Lemmy formed Motorhead in 1977, which predates just the new wave of British heavy metal. But some people would regard Lemmy as being part of that movement as well, and we think he should be because he's an absolute god.
Your last album, Words of Time, the Anthology, is a compilation with new songs. How did this day come about?
We signed with Gabriel Management. Bart Gabriel's our agent and our manager. He's based in Poland, and Bart got in touch with us and said, "I really love your music, and I'd be really interested and would really like to put out a compilation of your best tracks." And then he suggested also that we recorded some new tracks to put on as bonus tracks. So there are five brand new tracks on the Anthology album as well at the end of it. But it came about as a result of Bart Gabriel and Skull Records. So what happened in the end was the CD came out on Skull Records, and High Roller Records released the vinyl edition of the album.
Okay. Why so much time between your previous album, The Darkener, and this album, Warriors of Time, the Anthology?
Yeah, people quite often bring The Darkener up. The Darkener wasn't a full band project, and it was essentially just a set of demos of tracks that one of the guitarists, John Roach, and myself wrote around about 2001, 2002. Never ever officially released, and never a full band production either. So it never actually got a full release, The Darkener. What happened was basically there's a festival in the UK called Brofest, which has happened for about it's the 5th edition coming up, yeah. And Stuart Bartlett, who's one of the promoters at Brofest, he rang Mo actually about 3 years ago and said, "We really want Mythra to play." So Mo approached us, and at that particular year we couldn't do it because one of the guys was working away in a different country. So Stuart asked us again the following year, and Mo once again came and said, "What do you think?" So we said yes, we're going to do it. But what we did was we got the original band together, but with a new drummer. And that's how it came about. Yeah. Yeah, but he was only in a few minutes. It was a one-off, really. Yeah.
Get down the long one. It's torn me in two. Fill me with sadness. What could I do? I cried for the children. You left behind, and I cried for you, the one who died. But I know one day we're gonna be together somehow, somewhere.
Yeah.
And unlike the other bands of new wave of British heavy metal, Mythra can boast of having in their ranks almost the band in full start that started this in the late 17th century.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get the original training to be maintained?
How did we get the original team together
To maintain the band?
to maintain it? Yeah. Because we still we still all live very close to each other, and we're still friends as well. I mean, John and Morris started the band, as I said earlier, and then we changed the name to Mythra when I joined. And we've stayed in touch, and we've stayed friends, and it wasn't a difficult thing. When we got back together for our very first rehearsal, it was like we'd never been away. We just gelled again straight away. It was great to see everybody again, and it was easy for us because we're good friends as well.
Okay. Are you all supported by your relatives towards your devotion to music?
Can you say that again, please?
Are you all supported by your relatives towards your devotion to music? And
Yes.
if your family supported you on
Yes, yeah. Yeah, they have done. Yeah, definitely. We're all married. We've got beautiful wives, kids as well. Morris has got a grandchild as well. But our families are very supportive. Yeah. We miss them when we come away like this. We miss our families. But it's always great. I mean, we just spent almost 2 weeks in Poland recording the new album, and I was on every night on FaceTime to my wife. That's my wife there. I was on FaceTime every night. You know, because I miss her so much. Yeah, and but our families are great, very supportive. Yeah.
Okay. How would you define the sound of Mythra?
How do we define the sound?
Yes, define the sound.
Yeah. We always say the same thing. We define ourselves as having the ability of the heavy metal bands. You know, the ones I mentioned previously, like sort of Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, Priest, those bands. Great musicians, and we like to try and be good musicians like them. But we also try and put in a lot of energy as well, and that's where this kind of influence from some of the punk rock bands comes in as well. So our sound is, yes, it's heavy metal. It's influenced by early heavy metal bands, but there's a bit of high energy punk in there as well, we like to think.
Okay. You were playing in the prestigious German festival Keep It True, also in the Brothers of England, today in the Metal Cover Fest in Spain, in May at the Hammers Festival of Greece. Could you say that Mythra is living a second youth?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we are. We're enjoying.
We're trying.
We're enjoying every minute of it. You know, the fact that people still want to hear our music is just. We think it's great. We really love it. We like to connect with people who like our music as well. You know, we do a lot of Facebook with people, other musicians and fans as well. And yes, we are having a bit of a reliving of our youth. Definitely, we love it. Yeah. And people like yourself. I mean, how old are you?
13.
You're 13. The fact that you are 13 years old and you like our kind of music, you know, is absolutely fantastic. You know, and fair play to yourself as well. You know, it's just you've got great people around you as well. And our music's always going to live on, as long as you know people like yourself keep coming through. You know, you've got to keep flying the flag for bands like ours when we get older and older. Yeah.
And the likes of the new bands.
Yeah, younger bands.
You know, younger bands. You know, if without anybody's support, they're not going to get gigs. So
definitely. Yeah. So yes.
If you have to choose a song that represents Mythra, what is it? It's also your favorite song of the band?
Yeah, Death and Destiny. Yeah, Death and Destiny. Every minute of every hour, every day. The first time we played that song, the first time the song came together, it just has something special about it. That riff, you know, down, 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 down. And we'll be playing that tonight, and everybody just kind of loves that riff. And it's got so much energy and it just kind of moves you, and that's why my favourite, it's always been my favourite Mythra song, and it always will be. Always. Yeah, Death and Destiny.
Do you think that it's time for a new album of Mythra?
Do you think, say again please?
Do you think it's time for a new album of Mythra?
Yeah, yes, the new album's coming out in April on High Roller Records. Yeah, we've just finished recording it. We've recorded 12 tracks. 12 tracks.
Huh?
And we're really looking forward to people hearing them and hopefully liking them. Yeah, we are. It's time for a new Mythra album, and it's called Still Burning, and it's out on High Roller Records in April. Yeah. Okay.
Things still burning, fever strong, temperature rising, can't be wrong. Rhythm pounding, defines the song. Little moment, sing along. The thing's still burning. The thing's still burning. Let it burn, oh let it burn. Deep inside, oh let it burn. Passion rise, oh let it burn. Holy fire, oh let it burn.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, until here the interview, I hope you like it. Would you like to add something?
Just want to say thank you to you. You know, I mean, it's absolutely blown me away the fact that you're sitting here as a 13-year-old young man who loves our kind of music, and that to us means everything. You know, and I hope you'll enjoy this cap. Keep a hold of it, yeah. That's a special gift to you from us. Okay, it's an absolute pleasure. So thank you very much. Brilliant to meet you.
Okay. Can you send a greeting to our page, Dioses?
Can you send it to our page? Is that a Facebook page?
The name of the page that we write. Can you send a greeting to our page?
Yes. Just in the camera.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Hello everybody at Dioses de Metal. This is Vince High from Mythra and more bits as well. We just want to say thanks very much for this interview. It's been absolutely fantastic, and we love the fact that you still love our music, and we want to wish you every success with your page, and we just thank you for keeping our music alive. We really love you for it, so thank you very much, Dioses de Metal. Thank you. Good man.
Dioses del metal. Dioses del metal.
Dioses del Metal.
Thanks.